Hello and welcome back for part 9 of our 45 RPM vinyl records picture sleeves, batch 3. And I've got 6 Carpenter's ones here for you. There's a real nice shot of Karen there on the cover of For All We Know. And her brother Richard. Karen and Richard Carpenter did a lot of amazing work in the 70s. She had such a beautiful voice. And it's sad the way that we lost her, but that's a good warning about anorexia for a lot of young girls. Do not let that happen. A side here, For All We Know, and the B side being Don't Be Afraid. Alright, so this next one up's kind of interesting. The next two are kind of interesting because we've got Superstar, which was a very, very good song. I love that. And the image is going to be reversed on the next 45 sleeves. So from the Stanley Kramer production, Bless the Beast and Children. Alright, so there's the A-side label there for you, Superstar, and the B-side being the Bless the Beast and Children. So I never did see that film, so I have nothing to say about it because I don't know, but at least we know it's got a good song in it. And then the next one up here is Rainy Days and Mondays Always Get Me Down. And you'll notice, if we do a rehash here real quick, that is the same image, just reversed. You got blue on white, and then you got white on blue. So I thought that was rather interesting that they used the exact same picture and two different silhouettes. And the B-side is, for a song Saturday, but it's the exact same silhouetted image in a different color, which is kind of interesting. And this one's got a 98-cent price tag on it there. I have a second copy here, which I'll show you. It's got a little more wrinkles, but it doesn't have that 98 cents on there. And it also didn't have a disc in it. It's just the sleeve. Another Kmart price tag there. But anyways, getting into the disc, we've got the A side, Rainy Days and Mondays. Must have been owned by the same person as the previous one because it's got the initials written on there. And the B side being Saturday, which isn't as familiar to me as the Rainy Days and Mondays song. I know that one a lot better. Alright, next up we've got Hurting Each Other. Yeah, making each other cry. But kind of cool, though it's got 9 images there. The first one's up there a little spoiled by the price tag, ABC. It's not really a price tag. It doesn't have a price on it, but it's marked. And the B side, Maybe It's You, from Close to You. And we've got the exact same theme here on the back of this one. And it again is that same picture that was on the last 2 45s. So here we've got the A side, Hurting Each Other, and the B side, Maybe It's You. Baby, it's you. And that's not the song, that's another song. Anyways, Please, Mr. Postman, and I like this one. I thought this was pretty cool. It's got the old envelopes, the mail envelopes that had that border like that. They made it out like it's a mailing envelope going to the Carpenters and gave you their address. So you could send letters to the Carpenters at that address via ear mail, and then that's kind of funny, huh? But yeah, thought that was pretty cool. But the backside is not cool. The backside is just completely blank, other than a few stains and some imprinting from the label and stuff. But yeah, they definitely passed an opportunity there to do something for her. But the A-side label there, Please, Mr. Postman. and the B-side label being This Masquerade. So yeah, that's kind of a wasted opportunity on the back of the picture sleeve, but they did do a great job giving us some cool imagery on the front. Alright, next up, the last Carpenters here in this batch. Goodbye to Love and Crystal Lullaby. So, little Richard and Karen portrait. And the AMM logo down there that you gotta have. And the back side is the exact same thing again. So, nothing special there. Alright, so Goodbye to Love. Really, really good Carpenter song. And the B-side being Crystal Lullaby, which isn't one that I'm as familiar with. But I definitely do like Goodbye to Love. It's got a great guitar solo in there. By the way, probably the best guitar solo in any Carpenter song ever was in Goodbye to Love. So now here we've got Rita Coolidge, All Time High. Theme from Octopussy, James Bond film, if you're not familiar with it. And the back side of this has really got some cool artwork on it. It's got a bunch of arms. I guess the idea of the Octopussy is eight-armed, or 4 on each side. But Roger Moore, I did like him as Bond. He did a lot of great stuff. I liked him better as the Saint, actually. But he did a good job as Bond, following up after Sean Connery. And so here we've got the A-side label with All Time High, main title song from the film. And the B-side, which has got some printing error there. Look how smudged it is. Either that or somebody got something on something. But it does look like it's smudged because see, it's smudged down here, smudged down there, and it's got some smudging there on the label. So, but anyways, the B-side is an extended instrumental version. So I guess you could karaoke that and sing it yourself if you want. Alright, so where do we go from there? Well, ABBA. Does Your Mother Know Kiss of Fire? ABBA did some great stuff. They were definitely disco. No arguing there. But I didn't hate all the disco. There were some good stuff, and ABBA was part of the good stuff, in my opinion. See if we can get a little better focus in on it. Sometimes the edges don't focus real good under the zoom. The B-side of this sleeve has cover of their albums. So it's got their greatest hits, Arrival, and ABBA the album, and listing some tracks for you. All three of those are definitely worth listening to if you like ABBA. So here's the A-side label here, Does Your Mother Know? And the B-side label, Kisses of Fire. Smooch, smooch, smooch. Alright, next up, I remember we're listening to a radio show and this was voted like the least favorite song of the listeners, Strawberry Letter 23. I don't understand that. It's not that bad a song. But at that point in time on that radio station, it was voted as the worst song in their playlist. I always remembered that. I thought that was kind of funny. But here's the backside, which shows the actual album cover that it came from. And a little more information down there. But yeah, I don't hate this song. Do 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 do. B-side being Dancin' and Prancin'. All right. Now, next up, really on the light side here. Even the Nights Are Better by Air Supply. Got some nice little, I think that's a Woolworth price tag there. The backside being One Step Closer. So, yeah, I can't swear by what store that is, but I think that was Woolworth. It doesn't say. Just got the W. And here we've got the backside with the album covers. That's the one I definitely remember seeing that album around. One You Love. All right. So, here we got another insert that I'm going to have to take out. Even the Nights Are Better being the A side. And you'll notice, see, these inserts, they got a lot of raised. The last one was different than this one. The last one, the one that had the points that really poked through the paper. If you saw the previous episode where I came across one of those and popped it out, I think it was a Rod Stewart. But the B-side being One Step Closer. And before we go anywhere, that sucker's got to come out of there because it just damages the picture sleeve. All right, Nadia's theme, Young and the Restless. I don't remember this song. Put it on, probably would. I'm assuming it's instrumental. Looks like somebody put a sticker with the number 1 on there, so this was somebody's favorite or the first one they ever got. Who knows? But the A-side label there being Nadia's theme. And what could possibly be on the B-side? Down the line. Also by the same guy from the same guys, Barry and Perry, from the same album. Alright, so that's going to wrap up episode 9. And come on back for episode 10. We will have 10 and then finish it up with some empty picture sleeves on a 11. And that'll do it for this batch 3.